If you run a company or manage a team, hiring qualified people quickly can make or break your business. Imagine a position of need going unfilled for weeks or even months because you just can't seem to find the right candidate. When it comes to hiring, Indeed is all you need. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. Indeed sponsored jobs help you stand out and hire fast. With sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates so you can reach the people you want faster. This makes a huge difference. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Plus, there's no monthly subscriptions, no long-term contracts. You only pay for results on your job post. Just in the last minute that I've been talking to you, 23 hires were made on Indeed, according to Indeed data worldwide. Now that is fast. There's no need to wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. Listeners will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/BWN. Go to Indeed.com/BWN right now to support this podcast. Indeed.com/BWN. Terms and conditions apply.
Hit record.
Beth, have you seen the Lego movie?
Yes.
Everything is boxes.
Everything is cool and it all hurts my back.
Everything is boxes.
Ironically enough, like I am now through half of the boxes and there are no boxes in the house. I'm living
That's pretty good.
Yeah, like all the boxes are in the garage. Podcat wants to be in the garage in a way that I can only imagine.
Well, that's where the boxes are.
I've never wanted anything as much as Podcat wants to be in the garage.
A
Except
forbidden
for me.
garage.
He found a hole in the bathroom that he could use to get behind all of the drawers and under the sink.
Ooh.
And so like the number of things I've had to make off limits or major modifications that I've had to make to this property in the past 3 days to keep him from dying is enormous.
I like your cat stairs.
You like my stairway to heaven?
I do.
You will be pleased to know that like after discovering, oh, I can go up and down here and it's perfectly safe. He also now will jump on top of the fridge, lose his balance and just plummet 8 feet to the ground.
Smooth.
He's a menace and I hate him.
No, you don't.
I don't, but I kind of do. Little bit do.
Welcome, everyone, to the Sickos Committee Podcast. This is our podcast for the evening of June 10th, 2025. I need to update some of y'all who haven't been paying attention to soccer tonight. What is happening to the U.S. men's national team right now? They're
doing the thing again.
Is it only? It's still only 4-0. Okay,
It's over.
It's over.
It ended 4-0.
Our long national nightmare continues.
Switzerland scored in the 13th minute, 23rd minute, 33rd minute, and 36th minute.
Listen, anybody can win at soccer. The real thing is, can you lose consistently?
Man, that's
The U.S. men's national team is so fucking embarrassing. That's all.
They're ranked 16th in the world right now.
oh, that's gonna drop.
Switzerland's slightly behind them at 20th. Like, this should have been an even match. It was not, listeners.
Did we do that thing where we just kind of didn't try?
No shots on target.
Cool.
7 total shots, none on target. Yep. It was just a lot of nothing. Now, this was just a friendly.
Oh,
So it's fine.
So we did do the thing where we didn't really try.
Now, I'm going to say who their next match is against. It's the first Gold Cup match.
Oh,
A
God.
group stage match. And it is against Trinidad and Tobago.
Fuck no! Not
A
again!
country we've never had problems with before.
Nope. Well, fortunately, they make you play it one at a time. In the first half, you play Trinidad, and then in the second half, you play Tobago. If we ever had to play them at the same time, that would probably be a problem, wouldn't it, Pitt Girl?
Oh, yeah, very much so. Also, when you go to overtime, that's when you play the and.
Okay. I wish I had the Kill Bill. I've spotted the person I want to kill sounding on here because it needed that sting right there.
For Trinidad and Tobago.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Can we just put like Billy Ocean's music in there instead? Because he's from Trinidad and Tobago.
Hey Arthur, put 1.5 seconds of Billy Ocean's music right here.
It's all right. Caribbean Queen.
Your favorite 1.5 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know who that is. DJ Khaled has a song called Billy Ocean, but the artist on it is Fat Joe. He shouts out how Andrew Bogut broke his leg in the very first minute he played for the Cleveland Cavaliers after signing with them.
No, this has been
Get
a bad
into my
night.
car? No, okay.
I think the one that people, I think that if you, oh, by the way, because of tonight, Commish, because of your Dad That Step Up post, Men in Blazers now follows us.
On Twitter, yes. I think they
Mhm.
followed us on Blue Sky already.
So we're getting there.
The stepdad, that's the step coach that stepped up.
Mm-hmm.
BJ Callahan, who's got Nashville looking, fourth in the East right now, which is
Yeah,
nice.
Nashville's doing pretty well. And the rest of Nashville sports is not great. So, hey, well, except for Vandy. Let's give Vandy their credit here.
I mean, Vandy, I did write about Vandy, which, an historic season for them.
That was so good. Because good.
I love writing about these NCAA records because our pal Quirky Research will find out with the other seasons. Then he found out that like the last season before that, without a touchdown pass the entire season, was Air Force, and Air Force beat Ohio State in the Liberty Bowl in 1990. The halftime score was 6-5.
Jesus.
That was great.
You can watch that whole game, by the way, on YouTube.
On YouTube, yes. Which is incredible. It's like, if you want to watch it, it's like condensed to like 30 minutes.
Oh, there's a full version too.
Oh my God.
2 hours and 23 minutes, baby.
This is before they had commercials after kickoff and then commercials.
I know. That's true. You can tell it's an old game. It's only 2.5 hours.
Yeah. I love writing about that. That's a lot of fun. And I mean, just all the records that they set to do that, which is crazy. I mean, having Jerry Donato as a coach, because he won SEC Coach of the Year in 1991 with Vandy.
Culminating 5 games, I believe.
Yeah, I think it was 5 and 6.
Yeah,
with Jerry Donato. So like he's won another one of those coaches that won a Coach of the Year award, by having a losing record. Like, it doesn't happen often.
No. Someone who is it? The one that
Dennis Green was the one that was 3-8.
Green.
We talked about the series on that. It finished 3-8, won Big Ten Coach of the Year, I think in 1981 when they ended the streak
at Northwestern.
And so like Jerry took over for Vandy in 91. The year before, I think Vandy was like 1-10.
Yeah,
they were 1-10.
Jesus,
and that's amazing. The only win that Vandy had that year, 1-10.
Who was it?
Over LSU.
Of course.
It's all connected. I think that was Mike Archer's last year, or was it? Yeah, it was Mike Archer's last year. Yes. That was it.
Well, folks, as always, I am Jordan. With me tonight, I have Commish, Beth, and Pitt Girl. Pitt Girl, how are you?
I'm good. It's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. I was co-working from a friend's house today, and she has a cat who looks and acts very much like Podcat. And I understand now what it is like to be menaced. But he's so cute.
He is very cute.
Beth, how are you?
So today was full of many discoveries for me.
Okay.
I'm basically opening up a time capsule from myself from 15 years ago in this move, because easily half of my possessions have been in boxes for the last 15 years and I have no idea what is in them. And so I'm making all sorts of fun discoveries. Like today I set up my kitchen and I found out what 25-year-old me thought was a good idea to have in a kitchen. And 25-year-old me thought that I was going to have a very different life. Let's put it that way.
I can imagine.
I have do a quick count. I have 29 wine glasses.
Okay.
I have 16 martini glasses. I have 12 rocks glasses. I have no knives and no silverware.
All right. Beth is gonna have the best party with
Yeah.
only finger foods.
It's just,
That's it. Get
I have
finger
9
sandwiches,
different
things on toothpicks.
Pyrex bowls and baking dishes.
Those
That's
are
perfect. You're gonna
I-
have this stuff.
Yeah, like
you know.
I have 6 different tiered serving like bowl combos.
Oh God.
wow.
like-
You really are having a party.
Oh, it's insane! It's
Party at
it's
Beth's house.
absolutely madness.
We'll
And-
just we'll stop by Sheets and buy plastic forks. and stuff.
And you guys know, like, so before this, I lived like in the middle of nowhere. Now I live like in the middle of nowhere of the middle of nowhere.
Mhm.
Like,
Oh yeah,
I
no,
am-
you're really out there now.
I'm way out there now. And
But that's where the good parties are, because that's where the cops aren't.
in this particular county, the cops would step onto private property judiciously. Let's put it that way. Oh, it's wild. As I found this stuff, I found my flask. I
Okay.
had forgotten I purchased this. I was 21 and I was in St. Petersburg.
Yeah.
Which is
That's
the
when you should buy
only
a flask.
situation I can come up with to buy a flask with
Okay.
a KGB badge on the side of it and
Okay.
Lenin's face on the cap.
I had to ask which St. Petersburg because I'm like, are you in the one next to Tampa? Or
No.
are we
No, I
talking
assumed
Russia?
Russia. I assumed Russia.
No, I was in Russia. And I'm looking at
I
like,
assumed Florida.
and what's
That was-
funny is I guarantee at 21, I'm like, this is the coolest thing ever. I took it out of the box today. I'm like, this can't possibly be food safe.
Oh, good, Beth. I'm glad you're enjoying your time capsule.
Anyway, it's
Commish,
great.
how are you? Commish, how are you?
I'm good. It's been a wild Tuesday. It's been just one thing after another today, and I'm just happy to be podcasting and standing today. It's been a lot of fun. It's just one. It's been one of those days where it's like, oh, what's next? And now it's podcast time. I'm like, yay! I'm happy now.
Well, folks, we got to start off with a big one. Murray State, step on down.
Step
You
on
have
down.
made the
Come on down.
Come on down.
Come on down.
You
Come
have
on over.
you have made the College World Series by beating Duke in Game 3.
Woohoo!
Beat them twice.
Beat him twice. Now, this means that there are 2 SEC teams in the finals, and then one from like a bunch of other conferences,
Mhm.
including the Missouri Valley.
Hooray!
I'm like thrilled with this. Like I watched this game last night, and it was
Can you
It was
tell me
one of
what
those-
happened at the end then? Because
okay. I got you. I got everything because I prematured beveled.
you
I
never.
had a premature
No.
bevel,
No! Commish,
Oh,
no!
but it
in
worked out.
college baseball of all sports.
Oh,
I
that's playing
right?
with
the
fire,
thing is
though.
the thing is that they ended the game and they were like, yeah, they called it, and I'm like, okay, post the bevel. Like the Missouri Valley Conference was going nuts. Like everybody was posting that they won, and I'm like, yeah, here's the bevel. I got the bevel done, and then they were like, hold on, we're gonna review the last play, and I'm like,
Mm.
oh no, did I premature bevel?
Put 1 second back on the clock in the game with no
Essentially,
clock.
It was putting out back on the board. Yep.
so
Not so fast, my
basically.
friend.
Basically what happened is Murray State went to go turn a double play to end the game, and they called runner interference with the I think it was the second baseman trying to turn the double play, and so like the runner like basically clipped his legs and like tripped him and not didn't allow him to make the throw, and so the umpire that was there at second base called him out, said, hey, you're out, you're done, you interfered with the thing. And then Duke, of course, their coach challenges it, which Duke's coach is now the head coach at Virginia a day later.
Oh,
But yeah, happy for him. But so they challenge it, and it gets overturned. So basically, the runner on first base is back on first base. The one at second base is still out. And now basically Duke has the winning run at the plate. So it's 5-4. They have their winning run at the plate. The Murray State pitcher gets the Duke batter to ground out to the first baseman, basically like a few pitches later. And the first baseman just steps on the bag. No controversy, nothing close to review there. And Murray State advances to the College World Series. And so I just beveled it again. You got a double bevel, Murray State.
That's good.
Yes.
So first round is going to be Coastal Carolina versus Arizona, Oregon State versus Louisville, UCLA versus Murray State, and Arkansas versus LSU. So the SEC is going to have to take themselves out in round 1. Even better.
So it's double elimination. And on that side of the bracket, basically only LSU or Arkansas can make it through to the title game if they can get there. And so basically a lot of baseball fans are just happy that the SEC is not like can't have 2 SEC teams in a title game.
Mm-hmm.
So mathematically, like they can't have, an automatic title game if let's say like Arkansas was on the other side and Coastal was on the other side or whatever. But they're happy about that. And in LSU and Arkansas, look, man, like these 2 teams, again, they have the boot trophy in football, but baseball is a little bit different. Baseball is a little bit more. These 2 teams don't like each other. It's going to be a lot of fun in that first game. Honestly, that's going to be a great one. Everybody's like, UCLA's had such an easy path. Like UCLA won their regional, and then they had to play UTSA. Now they have to play Murray State. I'm like, some people are like, let's reseed this. And I was like, no, this is the bracket. The bracket breaks how the bracket breaks.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you play who's in front of you. It's not like reseed every round. Mr. Jordan wants to reseed every round.
I think we should reseed everything every time.
No.
If we're going to do it, let's reseed every inning.
Yes.
I don't know how we're going to do that.
Can I say that I love the Arkansas Baseball A? I just dropped it in the chat.
It's
nice. Got a little extra hook on it on the left side that I really like. It's aesthetically pleasing.
It is.
It feels like it would be more stable if you wanted to hang it on a wall or something. I appreciate that.
3 nails.
Super serif.
There are a lot of teams that have really great baseball logos that they don't use for anything else. Miami's like Gothic M is great.
Yeah.
Florida's like Running F. There's a couple of interlocked logos that I really, really like.
I mean, I like Louisville's L right here. I mean, it's nice. Like it's like intense. Yeah, this is going to be a fun series. The first game is going to be Arizona Coastal, which that should be wild. And then you have Louisville and Oregon State on Friday, and then I think the game's starting Saturday. Yeah, so Saturday afternoon is UCLA and Murray State, and then Saturday evening it's LSU and Arkansas. Man,
Woo!
Oh God, oh Lord, I expect fireworks out of that one. Because, yeah, man, those 2 are going to be going at it. They're probably going to be going at it on the Jello shot board, too. I'm just going to say that. Like, this is the baseball and Jello shot board matchup, I think. It's going to be a lot of fun. We may have to buy some Jello shots from Murray State because I don't know if their population.
That's what the money is for, Commish.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Donate. I mean, it is a charity drive. So,
Jello shots for a good cause.
Go Racers.
Go Racers indeed. Do we know what state Murray State's in?
Kentucky. We
Murray.
talked about this.
Okay, just making sure.
In Murray. It's in the state of Murray.
Do you know what city in Kentucky?
We just talked about this. There was I looked up the Wikipedia page.
I may have been on that episode.
Oh, you might not have been.
You may have been in a tornado warning.
I remember that the population's approximately 30,000, but I don't remember where in the name of the town.
It's Murray.
It's in Murray.
It's Murray,
It's Murray. Is it Murray? Okay.
It's Murray.
Murray. Yeah.
So our friend of the show, Roger Sherman, came up with the best names of the 2025 Men's College World Series.
And
with the best softball.
We're gonna have to have Beth read these again.
Yeah, go ahead, Beth.
Okay.
All right. There we go.
There you go.
I had to scroll up.
Yes.
Get your bifocals on.
It is quite a list.
My bifocals are always on.
That's right.
Now I'm sad
Oh.
and blind. You know what? We're bringing it over to the big screen. There we go.
Yeah, there we
I mean,
go.
also, I feel like Jordan is the least equipped to be talking shit here about having the bifocals
I'm the most
on.
blind of
Given
all of
that,
them.
yeah,
I
given
don't
that
know about that.
Mr.
No,
I
actually,
wear my
no,
glasses in the shower because I
No,
can't
that-
see
that
shit.
beats me on blindness, but I'm still pretty bad.
Braden,
Yeah.
Blagan,
Okay, hold up. Stop. Time out right there. Blagan. That's
Blagan just makes me
Blagan
think.
name
Yeah.
meaning.
Did
Blagan
you?
makes me think about the
That
White
could be
Raven in the
randomly
Aragon
Celtic.
series, whose name was Blogden. It's very
I was-
close.
I just want to call him.
reminds me of
Blagan.
Blathan a little bit.
Blagan.
It is English.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's keep going.
Blagan meaning it looks like
I just have the Princess
Old
Bride running
English
through my
Black
head.
Hill, Dark Valley.
Okay.
Sure.
Brevin.
Okay.
Just, whenever Kevin can't get to the top of the phone book fast enough. Brennan with a Y.
Now spell that Brennan for me.
Eren. Okay, we're doing well. N. We're going off track. Y-N.
Brennan.
Brennan
No,
with
no, no.
3 N's is fine. It's the Y for me.
Okay.
Braden. Then another Braden, spelled like the first Braden.
Mm-hmm.
Then Brick.
Brick. I love Brick.
Spelled exactly like you would think it would be.
Yes.
With a Y.
B-R-Y-K. Cade.
Burke.
Caden. Kason. Sorry, Kason.
Yeah.
Kasson.
Yeah, Kassan.
Kasan and Kasen. Cannon.
Like the
Cashel.
camera.
Yeah.
Cash.
Yes.
Cashel. With
Yes.
the C,
Hey,
yes.
that's a place. Cashel is a place.
Okay.
All those
I'll
cases
give
got
you
a C,
that
not a
one.
K.
Dax.
Yeah.
Garen. Which is like a bad low fantasy character.
Yep.
Gage.
Since you
Gunner.
wanted to call him Darren or Gary, and you just couldn't decide. It's
Yeah.
Garen.
No, Garen is a side character in a not super great Lord of the Rings ripoff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He definitely dies because of orcs. Gunner. Gunnar.
Gunnar.
Hayden with a Y. Jaden without a Y. Jackson, the extreme version.
Yeah. There's an
Cade
X in the middle there.
with a Cade. Caden with an A with the AN ending. Kason. So we have a Caden, a Kason, and a Kason with C, and a Cade, a Caden, and a Kason with K's.
Mhm.
Kartar.
Kartar.
Kian. Kian. Kylan. Sure. Leif. Laif.
Is that how you say that?
I mean, I assume it's supposed to be Leif, like Leif Erikson,
Yeah,
but it's
that's
spelled
what I
incorrectly.
Okay, is apparently a version of Leaf.
Yeah.
the 2-syllable version of Maverick. Since we're missing our middle E. Maverick. Mathis. Mick. Apparently letters were on an upcharge, so Mick is only spelled M-I-C.
I would have gone with Mike.
I'm also going with Mike here.
Mike.
Mike until proven otherwise.
If it was Mike, it would have a Y.
Fuck!
Ryder.
Ooh.
Steely. I assume like Dan.
Steel.
Ta-dan!
Ta-da!
Tag. Tagger. Where's Taggy? No. Tag.
Is that what we're gonna go with on that one? Tag.
I assume he's from The Hague.
Tag from the Hague.
Tice. Wylan and Zane.
Okay.
Oh, that's a lot.
God, what a mess.
Thank you, Roger Sherman, for compiling that list again.
Thank you for
Man,
your
that's
service,
so-
Roger.
These are all people who were born in 2005 or thereabouts.
Yeah.
Parents in 2005 or thereabouts need to be stopped. That's all. Like, we need to travel back in time and fix this.
I mean, that's approximately when a big chunk of my generation started having children. So
Mm. Yeah, In 2005, yeah, I was dealing with Katrina, so yeah, we're good there.
I
More,
I am also technically a millennial, but I was 10 in 2005, and so I have not contributed to this particular problem.
I want to talk
We'll
about
talk
Mary State.
about your generation's crimes here in a couple more College World Series.
Perfect. I want to talk about Murray State a little bit further here. So Murray State is a 4 seed. So they were the 4 seed in the Oxford Regional. So they were one of the lowest seeds to make the tourney. They were the auto qualifier. They are the fourth ever 4 seed to reach the College World Series. Fresno State 2008, Stony Brook 2012, Oral Roberts 2023, just 2 years ago, and then Murray State, of course. There is something that they show Murray State's field where it says Murray State is making it to Omaha. Their stadium only holds 800 people, and their head coach Dan Skirka literally cuts the grass. Like, he is the grass
Hell
mower
yeah.
of the field. Also, like, the players, they are the ones that put the tarps on the field. Like, they don't have a tarp crew or anything like that. They're the ones that have to do the tarp. It kind of brings me back to playing high school baseball, because my coach cut the grass of our baseball field, and we were in charge of the tarp ourselves too. We actually had, like, after practice and stuff, practice is over. Hey, you got to put some more dirt on second base, around the second base area or something like that. And we're like raking dirt, like we're the field grounds crew. So it's giving me some vibes that way, which is awesome for Murray State and them. I don't know what type of bonus money they get for making it this far, but again, they are the 253rd lowest payroll, I guess, whatever, our baseball sponsored team in college baseball. So, like, they're that low on the budget, and this is a huge story. It's phenomenal for Murray State. It's again, this is the charm of the actual postseason.
Yes.
Like, trying to legislate out and put auto qualifiers in and stuff and not giving people a chance. Yeah, this is what we like about NCAA sports, folks. Maybe do that in football.
I'm starting to think, something else we could do in football. Football strikes me, as I'm thinking about it now for the first time, as maybe the only sport where the players could conceivably run the concession stands.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We should do it like cricket and just have them, like, when you're on the batting side, you could just chill up in the box.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to come down. You don't have to sit in the dugout.
And you have an officially sanctioned break for tea?
Yeah.
Yeah,
there you go.
Northwestern in the late 70s and 80s in the podcast series that we did, they had their players clean the field of trash. They didn't even have a grounds crew then, which led to some problems. If you've listened to the podcast series. But yes, that could possibly happen. Like, you could have, like, your third string long snapper, would you like some popcorn?
I made you a walking taco.
I like the idea that the offense's punishment for having to punt is that they all just head to the concession stand and take over for the defense.
Time to sling nachos, kids.
Mm-hmm.
She wanted 3 pretzels. She said she wanted 3 pretzels. Come on, Dave.
Yeah. She didn't want salt either.
Murray State went 43-15 this year, which is
very
okay.
good.
I mean, it's pretty good. Better than Louisville, but also in the Missouri Valley Conference.
Okay, they still made the big dance.
Oh,
they're with the big dudes.
I'm not trying to pull this down. Don't get me wrong here. Can I talk briefly about some football things?
Yeah. We are ostensibly a football.
Didn't we
podcast.
start talking about football things?
The Italian Bowl is almost set. Listeners, if you do not know, the Italian Bowl is the American Football League's championship game that is held every other year in Toledo, Ohio.
Oh, yeah.
It will be held on June 28th, 2025 this year at 3 p.m. local. I think you can get, like, the corporate tickets were not that expensive. I think it was $75 and you get an all-you-can-eat Italian buffet.
You do, yes. I believe Italian was in scare quotes, which was a little concerning to me.
Now, the 4 teams left are the Guelfi Frenzy, the Ancona Dolphins, the Parma Panthers, and the Legnano Frogs.
Cheese cats! Cheese cats!
Cheese
Yeah,
cats.
I mean, Parma
They're back.
Panthers are traditionally very good. They're power in the league. The Firenze are also very good. The Dolphins have not been very good. I do like their little dolphin mascot because it's like a Dartmouth D, but with a very angry dolphin.
I like the logo a lot also because the angry dolphin is holding it's a bottlenose dolphin and it is holding a football in its mouth.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
And it's not coming straight at you because they lack the courage of their convictions like Murray State, but it is almost coming at you. It's going to narrowly miss you.
It's going to miss you very slightly to your left.
It's trying to score. It doesn't want you to tackle it.
That's true.
If it was about it would go through me.
Oh.
Meanwhile, the Legnano Frogs look like we have the Raiders at home.
It's the Italian Raiders, yes. And in fact, they have a logo of their logo on a helmet for Inception, for Helmetception there. I really like that.
It's just logos all the way down.
I'm kind of upset this version of the Dolphins doesn't have a little helmet with the
dolphin on it.
The dolphin on it.
I need you guys to look in the chat. I dropped the alternate dolphin logo. And he's a lot angrier.
Oh my God.
He's very angry. He looks like a shadow Pokemon because with the red eyes.
Mm-hmm.
This dolphin is about to become a streak shark.
This is the second time I've thought about street sharks this week.
It doesn't have abs. That's the problem. It needs abs.
Pitt Girl, do you know what street sharks are?
No.
Oh.
Street sharks.
I'll drop a picture in the chat for you.
There was a troubling period of the 90s where we kept making anthropomorphic animals with abs.
Okay. Yeah, no, I was not conscious for that portion of the 90s.
Yeah,
awesome.
It was the Ninja Turtles thing that we sort of were like, we need more of these things.
I've seen this. I've seen pictures of this. Why are its the GIF is really unsettling. It's the eyes. Why are the eyes like that?
That's a hammerhead.
Oh, I don't like that. I'm upset.
Yeah, the brown one,
Please let the record show that Pitt Girl is body shaming the anthropomorphic shark.
That's right.
Not because of the abs. To be clear, I do not like looking at an anthropomorphic hammerhead shark from that angle. It's upsetting.
There's another one. Go ahead. Check that one out.
Oh, God.
That is less upsetting. Oh, never mind. Nope, that's also upsetting.
I want you to observe where the gills are.
Yeah, and why is its head like that? It just keeps going.
That's its fin.
I know, but when it leans backwards and you get more of its nose thing, I don't like this.
Now I want to ask you another question. Are those its pecs or is that its chin?
These are not questions I want answers to.
I need to show you one more. I don't remember where I found this from. This was from a milk. This is from a milk commercial. It was supposed to be about milk.
Oh God, I know exactly what this is going to be.
97. These are the milk mastodons. I've dropped them in the chat too.
Oh, this is also upsetting.
Yeah.
I don't like this.
There's a whole video and a song too. We'll get to later on.
What were y'all doing in the 90s?
They just thought that if you made animals into kung fu crime fighters, then
there were a lot of good things about the 90s. There's a picture of very small me in a very small starter jacket somewhere. And that was good and cool. But This can remain in the dustbin of history, whatever this is. I don't like it.
It was for a milk ad. It was like a 30-minute ad for milk.
Oh, like an infomercial for milk.
Yeah. And they kept talking about how hot their bods were because they had milk. It was really weird.
Who is the target demo for this?
I don't know.
Is this why there are so many furries now?
I mean, that's the Goofy movie right there.
I know, but like, is this part of the substrate that led to the existence of furries? In this essay, I will.
I need to play some of the song for you real fast.
Oh God.
You have to be strong, live right, eat right, gotta pump to this song. To be a mastodon, get down, work out, get smart, and get mighty. That's
Yep.
Listener, if you haven't seen this, I just need you to know that the animation, like the backgrounds are actually pretty good, but the character animation is like 4 frames and it's only the top half of the body
Yep.
rotating.
Look, we don't have a lot of money to animate, okay?
No.
Clearly not.
Was that song in Eurovision?
It should have been.
Yeah, it really should have.
On to
No points for San Marino.
None.
Nul point.
Nil point.
That would be a San Marino entry. They've announced where Lee Corso is having his final game day. And it's going to be at Ohio State. For Ohio State, Texas, week 1. I would put $50 on him putting on fucking Brutus Buc-ee for the final time.
Yeah, probably.
There's no way he puts on Hook'em. There's no way.
I mean, that's his first ever like helmet gear, right? That he put
Yep.
on was Brutus.
Yep, it was his first.
First ever. So, yeah, I mean, to come full circle, yeah, I feel like that's an appropriate end for it. I'm wondering how Florida State fans are taking this.
I mean,
I don't know that Florida State fans want people paying attention to them in week 1 this year.
Let me check Message Board Genius's Twitter account real quick.
it's going to be Alabama at Florida State. Like, y'all.
Mm-mm. Oh, ooh, that smells like mess.
So it says, okay. I'm looking at Message Board Genius's account. It says, want more from wife, update chicken tender. I don't know what that is. Again, another one. It says Florida State fans were upset to hear ESPN won't be coming to town. On War Chant, it says ESPN remains the devil. Game day is going to Ohio State versus Texas. Shameful. Herbie won't be coming to Tallahassee anytime soon, if ever. No Florida State fan wants him near Florida State. Glad they aren't coming.
It is too early to talk about this.
Wait, one more.
Go ahead.
Sure looks like they're totally okay with us going to the Big Ten.
Sure, buddies.
Live your
Sure,
dreams,
buddy.
Florida State.
Shout out War Chant. I love you guys.
Seriously though, if I may do a way too early like actual football content thought, either outcome of Alabama, Florida State after this season, the seasons that they have respectively had last year, is funny.
Oh yeah.
It's funny if Florida State loses because look, they suck. They still suck. And it might be funnier if Alabama loses to a Florida State team that went 2-10 last year.
War Chant follows us.
Hi, War Chant.
Why War Chant? Why would you do that?
Like, really? Florida State follows us?
No, War Chant does. WarChant.com.
Okay, War Chant, like, what?
Yeah.
I'm terrified now.
I mean, that's like, I don't know that we're ever going to talk positively about Florida State ever. Because if they enter our world, something's gone very badly. Now, Kent State in week 3, you have a chance to do the funniest thing.
War Chant? Like, Florida State's message board follows us?
Yep.
Oh my, that's even more alarming than the congressman following us.
Oh man, can you imagine? Can you imagine what will be happening on War Chant if Florida State gets golden flashed?
Or if they even hold it close. If Kent State scores first,
stop the count.
It doesn't matter if Florida State scores the next 40. That first 7 will just absolutely gut them.
Oh man, we can swim in Florida State tears.
I
Sorry, Katie, we love you, but
Yeah.
like, the shit's funny.
no, she's down. So it's like she's along for the ride. But it's been, I mean, God, that's just like after coming off of 2-10 season, you open your season against Alabama.
Florida State fan. It can't get worse than last year. Floor drops out.
Now I know it's not the same Alabama team.
No.
I remember USC playing Alabama week 1 once.
Oh,
And
that
and they broke.
highlight that they always post,
And they
where
broke.
like the USC fans, the USC players were like acting like dogs, and then they lost 52-6 or something.
That one, yeah.
Yeah, that viral highlight that gets posted like every month, every now and then. And it's like, remember when the USC people did this, and then they lost really badly?
I wonder if we should go through history and try to find years where schools get the exact opposite win-loss record the next year. Florida State almost does it, going from 13-1 to 10-2. Sorry, 2-10.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you'd have to do it just for like double digits or something like that. Like something going like 10-2 to 2-10 or something like that. No, but then you have a bowl game, so it would fuck it up. Never mind.
Yeah, Auburn
Man.
very nearly did that in 2012 and 2013 or 2010 and 2011. I don't remember. There was a year where they were good, and then the year after that, they immediately sucked a lot. I want to say that's like 20. Yeah. Please hold.
2012, they almost lost to ULM in overtime.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They
Thank
went
you.
8-5 to 3-9. That's pretty close.
Yeah.
I'm still mad ULM kicked that field goal. Y'all should have just went for it, man. I mean,
No, yeah, that was you're ULM. What the fuck are you doing playing
Yeah.
for field
yeah,
goal?
man. Just again, when they should have beat Florida State too. You're in OT with Florida State. Go for 2 in the win. You had the chance. You kick the extra point and you miss it.
Yeah.
Like,
Come back
kick-
with your sword or on it, ULM.
Yes.
Shield. You come back with your
Ooh.
shield or on it.
I know.
Hmm.
That's
Brother.
the joke.
Rah. Fall on the sword.
Yeah. No, I expect winners or kebabs. Thank you.
Yes. Winners are kebabs.
From our friend Ross Dellinger at the Athletic, all
Yes.
8 members of the Pac-12 have signed their grant of rights and membership agreements. A conference spokesperson tells Yahoo Sports, sorry, he's at Yahoo, not at Athletic, my bad.
Yes.
It is a signal that the league is finalizing a new media rights package that is expected in the coming days.
So typically, what people are saying is that they have their one team that's missing. And
Okay.
they're waiting for that to be finalized. So it still needs one full-time football playing member to reach the FBS minimum. So basically, that package paves the way for the league to formally offer invitations to expansion targets. So just doing this, you have to think that the next team is coming. Like the final piece of the Pac-12 puzzle. There are rumors that it's Texas State.
Now, is that just rumors, or is that people who know? I think I feel I know. Like, what are we talking about here?
So I don't have any confirmation from like legit sources, but that is the...
You mean to tell me that we haven't heard from Swim Swam about this?
No, we have not heard from Swim Swam News, and we have to mention that every time because we're the 17th rated Swim Swam News podcast, apparently, according to some Apple metrics. But I don't necessarily know. I don't think it would be Sac State, but Texas State has flirted previously. Texas State is essentially the only Texas school in the Sun Belt.
They fit
So-
the state theming.
They do fit the state theming. I don't know for sure, but this is kind of like I say it's a rumor. It's not been confirmed. It's not like, hey, this is probably going to happen, but it's there. I don't know if it's Sac State. I don't have any other schools who the 8th school could be between those two schools. It's either that or that, which is, I don't know, man. Going to San Marcos to Pullman.
Yeah,
That's a long
why
ass
not?
way.
It is. I mean, so I think probably the logic here is sort of the same logic that the ACC originally had for picking up Miami, and that you see with like other schools is like, yes, it is annoying to have to go to Texas or Florida or wherever it is that is far away. But there are a lot of recruits in these places. And so you can also make this into a recruiting trip. And you can pitch recruits by saying, we will be here every so often, and your
Yeah.
parents can come see you play.
Yeah. So that's one thing where I think that the Texas thing is, and also, I mean, San Marcos is in between two huge markets,
Mhm.
essentially on I-35. I mean, they're getting their own Buc-ee soon.
Mhm.
They have, the Austin market. They'd probably fly out of Austin. I think they're closer to Austin to fly, airport wise, and then San Antonio's right there. So I mean, that's a really, if you want to consider San Marcos to San Antonio Austin market, and Texas State is a big school. Like
It
it
is.
is a huge school. I mean, I can't even remember the enrollment, but it is giant. I mean, I feel like it's like 30, 40,000, but I don't know. For sure.
36. Oh, wow. Yeah. 36,000 undergraduates and another 4,000 grad students.
Yeah, so 40,000 students, which is that's huge. And like Texas State Stadium doesn't even hold that. So and they've
But
improved
they're
the program.
but they're still a developing program. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
it's the Pac-12 putting money on this, saying that they're going to come around. Now the question is, do they move all their sports out there?
See, that's the thing I don't know. If it's football only, would the Sun Belt keep them?
I think the Sun Belt would tell them to go fuck themselves. And then
Maybe.
you're like, do we go in the Southland for everything else? And I don't think they want to do that.
It's
Yeah.
interesting.
It is.
Yeah. So I mean, that's the only two rumors that I've heard. It's either Sac State or Texas State. Like I don't like. There's smoke there on the internets because there's been color bases of the Pac-12 logo to match the Texas State colors circulating around. So
I can do that. I could put
Yes.
UCLA colors on the Pac-12 logo and say they're coming back.
yeah, but I mean,
And you should,
It's. I
to
would
be
just say
clear.
that it's coming from like the Reddit CSV account. It's coming from like other accounts like that, not actual journalists. So I would say I wouldn't put high confidence in it. Just maybe like 25% confidence max.
Okay.
Also, gentle listener, you know this already, but we also are not actual journalists.
Even though sometimes we try to be.
No.
And then we jump
Mo-
in too early.
Yeah, we do.
Mostly we just say things on this podcast.
True. Or we jump in too early when On3 said that Penn State and UCLA joining on the private equity.
So
that like 20 minutes was super fun for me though.
It was. And I was like, I had to delete it. I was just like, I had to delete it. I'm like, okay. Like On3 was like, it's private equity. And then Ross was like, no, they're saying that this is like a deal with Elevate.
So let's talk about this, because On3 broke that Elevate, which is a, how would you describe them? Okay, a private capital group.
Yeah.
That they were partnering with UCLA and Penn State.
Yes.
And all of a sudden this turned into private equities coming to college football.
Yes.
And it turns out that they're not. They're the current ticketing partner, and they're looking to expand the opportunity, exploring the opportunity to expand the partnership.
Aha.
Yeah. But private equity funding is not involved. So like as soon as On3 broke that, like 20 minutes later, Ross was like, hey, private equity is not involved here. It's just ticketing partner and exploring the opportunities to expand the partnership. So like ticketing strategy and operations, it's just those services, no affiliation with private equity. And then the person, the CEO of Elevate,
Can we talk about his name?
by the name of Al Guido.
Hey. That's so offensive.
It is.
I'm offended for him.
I'm walking here.
I'm walking here. I'm private equity here.
I'm going to try to connect with Al Guido on LinkedIn. Hold up.
Oh my God. I typed in Al Guido and it, like LinkedIn popped up. Al Guido, Elevate.
Okay.
Does he look like I think he looks?
No, unfortunately not.
That's disappointing.
I'll drop him in our private chat as not to like blow him up everywhere.
Yeah.
Like the, oh my
yeah,
God.
this is disappointing. I'm disappointed.
The hair is right, though.
The hair is
That
right.
is right.
He used to be the president of the 49ers.
Okay.
Okay.
Then the sales
I looked
director of
at
the
his-
Coyotes. Oof.
I looked at his LinkedIn
Mm-hmm.
and it says like articles by AI, and I'm like, oh god, out of here. Done.
Nope. Yep. Nope.
Nope. All right.
Shout
How
out to
Guido.
the period of time today when ChatGPT was down and like the worst people you know had to actually think for a little bit.
Imagine that. I feel really bad now for like I guess I was like doing AI stuff about 5-6 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I made some like fake AI bowl games before we had the podcast or anything. This was way before that.
Mhm.
And I now regret that I fed the machine. So not private equity. Now, Pitt Girl, I know you were ready to dance on Penn State's grave on this one.
Oh, absolutely, I was. Yes, because I'm always happy to have another reason to point and laugh at that university to my current Northwest.
Yeah, Pitt Girl and I are always willing to dance on their grave. Like we're any excuse, even the tiniest one.
Yep.
Like bad bathrooms.
So it may happen at some point because they're looking to expand the partnership, or like people are just. I feel like they're dipping their toes in the water here.
Well, it's because
And
these
they're-
schools need the money. All of a
They're
sudden,
trying
they need
Yeah.
more money.
to find like what Matt Brown said with the house settlement. They're like they need to find additional money, and so them doing this and then exploring additional possibilities or whatever they want to do. It seems like they're trying to find ways to get money, but I feel like this is going to be a news dump when somebody does this.
Oh, yeah.
Like, this is news dump worthy. Like something happens, and Aaron Rodgers is with the Steelers.
Mhm.
Or like something happens, and now apparently Aaron Rodgers has been married for months. But again, that happened today.
To who?
Nobody knows. You didn't know her. She's from
No.
Canada.
Oh,
But
okay.
I don't.
Yeah, I was gonna say not Shailene Woodley, correct?
No. So like,
Okay.
it's a mystery lady.
Vax, question mark?
No, but like, yeah, there is. This is going to be a news dump when they do the private equity thing. Like somebody's going to sneak in a news dump at a time where a bunch of other stuff is happening, which I mean could almost be at any time.
I was
at
going to
this
say
point.
right now that's easy.
That's all the time.
Yeah, it's pretty much just constant fires, which is great.
Let's talk about things that are more in our field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rutgers and Temple have added a home and home series in
Hell
2023,
yeah.
in 2030, and 2032.
That's right. I was like, I retired from trying to break news. This is not my lane. Let's talk about Rutgers and Temple.
No, this is a
Let's see.
home and home and home and home.
Oh,
Because
it
it's
is.
2030 and 2032 in Philadelphia and 2031 and 2033 in New Brunswick or wherever the fuck Rutgers is.
Home and
Scott
home, home
Weird.
and home.
Rutgers is allegedly in like 5 different places.
Home and
Which
home
is
and
Rutherford.
surprising because New Jersey is not that many places.
Everybody wants to claim Rutgers. I
New
don't blame
Jersey
them.
is just New York and Philly.
Central Jersey isn't real. Don't at me.
Mm-mm.
What
I've
is
been in the
Central
Pine
Jersey?
Barrens. It ain't real.
Nothing because there isn't Central Jersey.
I have to.
North
I'm just-
Jersey and South Jersey touch each other directly.
Yes.
There is no middle. The middle's not real.
But where's Egg Harbor?
Not a real place.
Egg
I
Harbor's
assumed that all of the eggs, like Little Egg and all of those, were in New York.
So there's
That was Gatsby.
there's Little Egg Harbor Township, which is not too far away from Atlantic City.
Then
Yeah, I
there's
think-
Great Egg Harbor Bay.
So like the only thing that I can see is technically in the middle of Jersey is something called Monroe Township.
Okay.
Oh, I should know that. I worked on Long Beach Island. Oh well. Never sell internet in a beach community in November, kids.
What is
Oh,
this
God.
gray area? What is this giant gray area?
It's an Air Force base.
That is the
Oh.
dark place. You must never go there.
Yes, you must
Simba.
never go there, Simba.
Pemberton. Okay.
The
Fort Dix.
other home and home we have is Temple in Delaware in
Yeah.
2032 and 2033.
Owls and hens. Let's go, baby.
Now we found out, a friend of the program, Quirky Research, found out that Temple and Delaware have a lot of bad blood.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to read something from a book. I don't even know what book this is from, but it has a chapter called Why We Hated Delaware.
It's fucking great.
enough of this Mr. Nice Guy stuff. Let's
I'm
change
sorry.
the subject.
Why we hated Temple.
Oh, sorry, we hated Temple. My bad.
Yeah.
Enough of this Mr. Nice Guy stuff. Let's change the subject to the Temple University and the Delaware Temple series. My dictionary defines hate as to have a strong dislike or ill will for. I had a strong dislike for Temple. In my opinion, they were Eastern College football's ambassadors of ill will. It took some doing, but my strong dislike hatred has changed to respect.
Oh, you respected Temple now?
Apparently, they were like, Temple was bad, and then would start punching people.
I mean, yeah, it's Philadelphia. I don't know what you expect.
Oh my God. I'm looking at this series. The series total is like Delaware 18, Temple 12, but I'm looking from 1954 to 1963.
Oh, Delaware should
Delaware.
win. So yeah.
Delaware just like owned the shit out of.
Fear the Blue Hens.
That's right. Oh my God. That was like, oh, there was 62-0 in there. Oh my God.
Whew.
Woo, buddy, Delaware.
Here we go. When we first came to Delaware, and by we, I mean the Dave Nelson era, Temple had a rather poor football program and had reached the frustrating point where they would lose the ball game but win the fight. We would win the game by some enormous scores, and when things started getting out of the Owls' control, they started losing control of themselves. They would reflect their lack of discipline by going into their dirty tricks routine. Dirty tricks isn't punching. The big city kids from the concrete campus inevitably blew their cool when they found themselves losing to the small college from the Delaware Sticks.
Delaware claiming that the University of Delaware is in the sticks. Sure, Jan.
I mean, this was from a while ago, so I guess
Those are the 50s. Oh, well, he was talking about the 50s because he said 51-13. That was 1954.
Newark was a happening place. They were inventing chickens back then.
so. This is the restart of a rivalry, which we love.
I'm just imagining like the rough, tough Philadelphians just beating up people from Delaware. Yeah, that works.
Temple is in North Philly.
That is true.
And is it in Newark, Delaware? Is
Newark,
that where-
Yes.
Yeah.
That's in North
Yeah.
Delaware.
I mean,
it is.
It's in Pennsylvania, but
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
be clear
Newark-
here.
Greater Philadelphia, as is almost all of the state of Delaware, which, by the way, is rightful Pennsylvanian land. No, I don't care that Delaware Independence Day or whatever the fuck it's called was this week. I do not recognize that.
I
Thank
do,
you.
however, recognize their right to not have sales tax on things, and if they rejoin the Commonwealth, as they should, they can keep that.
Yes. Also, they can keep their liquor laws because Atlantic Liquors is good and cool.
Yes, agreed.
I believe. Where did Temple just get their head coach from?
The new guy?
Yeah.
Sam Houston.
Yeah.
Okay.
Casey Keeler.
Maybe it was another coach back. Apparently, there was like some coach stealing too.
Oh,
No, he was at Delaware too before he was at Sam Houston.
Yes,
Oh
I
my
think that's part of. We talked about this, and I remember us talking about this now. I think that's probably part of why they hired him. Because,
Yeah.
like, that's
From-
around. You need a guy who knows the landscape.
Hmm.
yeah.
And hates Delaware with every fiber of his being.
Oh, yeah. Casey Keeler is from Emmaus. This makes sense.
Oh, okay.
He played at Delaware, but he's from Greater Philadelphia in the broader sense.
That's a pretty broad sense.
Yeah. It's the Lehigh Valley. It's fine.
Eh.
It's fine. People, I went to college in Pittsburgh at Pitt with people from like Lancaster County who would be like, "I'm from outside Philly," and I would be like, "Bitch, the fuck you are? No, you are not." So
I have heard my dad describe where I am as near Pittsburgh before.
I mean, also technically everywhere that is not inside Philly is outside Philly. So
I'm from outside Philly.
Jordan's
Where?
from outside Philly.
Reno.
I'm from outside Philly. Sorry.
We'll do our ad read here. As always, folks, check out our Beehive. Beehive. B-E-E. Oh, pardon me. Just burped. BEEHIIV.
Yeah.
Well, that's how it's pronounced now.
That is our That's where our newsletter is, and where Commish wrote about Vanderbilt's entire season without throwing a touchdown pass.
In 1993. Yep. I have one coming out tomorrow. I wrote about 2,100 words for an Idaho State punter to get in the Hall of Fame. So, Case DeBrune, Idaho State punter. It's coming out. 2,100 words. Vote for Case.
The case for case.
The case for case. I have graphics and everything and stats, and I mean it's you got the storyline. I gave you everything. Just got to cast a vote if you got one.
Love it. Check out our Patreon. $5 a month gets you access to our Discord, where you can help us research how much it costs to get married by various mascots right now.
I know that's actually been completed. I'm gonna have that prepared for Friday. They go on the Beehive.
Fantastic.
Yes,
we love a spreadsheet.
Yeah, it's gonna be a huge spreadsheet. I'm just gonna throw it in, dump information with all the links if you want to request.
Who did we find out will not rent out their mascot?
I can't imagine that you
Was
can
it
rent
Notre
Augie.
Dame?
Notre Dame will not do it.
That feels right.
Notre Dame, they will not rent out the mascot. They will not rent out the mascot for weddings.
Man.
Let me just see what they said. They do not accept in-person wedding requests, which it would be kind of weird, like if you had like the leprechaun there because it's an actual person.
Awesome.
Well, if it's a Eucharistic minister, it should be fine.
Mm-hmm. I just
leprechaun cantor, do it.
I'm sort of questioning, like, what if you get married in Pennsylvania and you have a self-uniting ceremony? Can we invite the leprechaun to that?
No.
What about what do you call the night before the rehearsal dinner? Will he do rehearsal dinner appearances?
I won't even do rehearsal dinner appearances.
You're gonna have to email that.
Will he do a bar mitzvah? I mean, someone said they wanted Big Red at their kid's bar mitzvah so they could lift him in a chair.
Yeah.
I want to see Big Red with a...
Oh, okay. So I'm looking at the Google form for Notre Dame right now.
Oh,
dancing the horror.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you could pay for him virtual Zoom or video.
Boo.
I feel like keeping a prayer shawl out of Big Red's mouth would be difficult.
Hi, I'm the Notre Dame mascot. I'm the leprechaun. Congrats on getting married on Zoom.
Fiddler on the Roof, but Tevye is played by Big Red.
Fiddler on the Roof, but everyone is played by Big Red.
You need one person who's not a Muppet. That's why the Muppet movies work.
Fine, Yenta. There.
Yeah, there we go. Sold. Oh, that'd be so good. Bottle dances, a whole bunch of Big Reds.
Hell with that. The whole Fruma Sarah scene would be just an acid trip.
Oh, God. Okay, what else am I talking about? Oh, showing the ad read. Shit.
Yeah.
Go to our merch store, sickoscommittee.org. Go to YouTube. Go to Instagram. Go to Twitch.
Oh, yeah, I got a YouTube video coming. Another one coming.
Yes.
Bridget just compiled another one. The Journeyman Coaches series with Norm Chow.
Took a trip to Europe as well, didn't he?
A couple, apparently. One that caught me by surprise at the end of the video because he was back. I thought he was done, but no, he's back in Europe, baby.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. Just got hired as a special assistant for, I think, the Austrian ELF team.
The Vikings.
The Vienna Vikings, yes. Which I didn't know, and I finished recording, so then I had to go pop back in and do like another minute recording. Actually, he's here, and this is an additional 4,000 miles in the air.
Because he was head coach of the Helvetic Mercenaries, Helvetic Guards.
Yes.
Who got folded and then restarted as the Helvetic Mercenaries.
Yes.
God, I love the ELF so much. Shout out to Message Board Geniuses podcast. They go to places we refuse to go, like warchant.com. Love you, Warchant. Thanks for following us.
Thank you for following us, Warchant. I am still scared. I don't like.
Very scared.
Warchant, we love you. Don't hurt us.
And for the softest, comfiest collegiate and other sports apparel, use homefieldapparel.com. Offer code yes, yes, 3 ha's for 15% off your first order. I need to do a set of home field laundry. I have a whole set of shirts I need to do.
Just only home field. That's
Yeah.
all.
I was scampering over next door to do said home field laundry.
Since I've been able to have been forced back in the office, there's like the dress code is like you could wear shirts, team shirts, if you want to.
Oh,
and
jerseys.
There you go.
Oh, perfect.
I've just been wearing a different home field shirt every day. I'm waiting for somebody to comment.
Oh,
like,
your
dude,
coworkers haven't asked yet?
They haven't asked anything yet, which is great.
It's like a running bit with my boss if I'm working from home. He'll be like, which school are you wearing today? And I'll be like, this is the Evergreen State Gooey Ducks. No, we're not going to talk about what the mascot looks like. It's fine.
I've been keeping like track on how much people talk to me and how much people are scared of me based
Yeah.
off my school shirt.
Okay.
I wore the Rutgers Scarlet Knight shirt, and people were just like scared, like, "Oh my god, it's like the power Rutgers
Oh
Very
yeah,
jersey shirt."
that'll do it.
I wore the Wyoming Steamboat Brown shirt, and I never had so many people talk to me in the office that day. Like everybody wanted to talk to me, so I'm like, I'm probably gonna lean away from wearing Wyoming shirt.
I'm curious about the effect of the NAU shirt because the lumberjack looks very friendly, but he does also have an axe.
Yeah, I've worn that. It felt like a normal day, nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay.
Which is good. But I think I'm gonna go with Pay Dirt Pete tomorrow to see if anybody says anything.
This is important research. Thank you for doing it.
Sorry. Use our code, and you too can do this at your office.
Yeah, replicability of studies is important.
That's
Right.
true.
We have a stadium name change. UCF, you are no longer, what was it? What were they actually called?
The Knights?
No, their stadium.
The Bounce
Changing
House?
the name of the UCF football stadium to Acrisure Bounce House as part of the existing naming and sponsor agreement between UCF Athletic Association and FBC Mortgage. So I assume it was the FBC Mortgage Bounce House before this?
It was FBC Mortgage Stadium. Before that, Bright House Network Stadium. Before that, Spectrum Stadium.
Sure.
And now
All I'm hearing is that it's called Heinz Field.
That's right. It's that is pronounced the Heinz Field Bounce House, my friends.
now it is Acrisure, who also took over Heinz Field.
Heinz Field Bounce House. You heard it here first. This is the official editorial position of this podcast.
Seconded.
Now I'm
Second.
worried because I was trying to figure out what Acrisure actually does. I think we've done this bit before, but I'm going to say
It's
it again.
insurance.
But their website, the first thing it says, we specialize in you.
No,
No, you don't.
Whether you're a hardworking individual, a large company on the rise, or anywhere in between, our team is here to help equip you with the business and insurance solutions you need to make your dreams a reality.
Oh,
Okay.
no, you aren't.
Anyway, can we be called the Acrisure Sickos Committee?
I'll take your money.
The Heinz
Heinz
Field,
Field
Sickos
Sickos
Committee.
Committee.
Oh, okay, Heinz Field.
Oh, if
Yeah,
Heinz wants
I'll
to throw money at us, absolutely. Actually, I think unless Duke wants to pay us out more. I mean, I am in the bag for Duke. That's only because they send me shit. Also because it's delicious.
It is delicious.
Yeah, they're a financial insurance company. Apparently, they were created to buy other insurance companies in the Midwest,
Yeah, that sounds about right.
and now they're multinational. They're the 6th largest insurance broker in the world.
Cool.
Perfect. They're out of Grand Rapids, Michigan, so they're not even local.
No.
Wow.
But mostly they sell ketchup.
True.
And beans, but only if you're English.
Right.
Can you get Heinz beans in the States?
You can, but they're not like really a thing. Like I think you have to go to like Wegmans or whatever where they have like the section of the aisle in the international section that's like, I don't know why you would want British food, but here is some.
They should have digestives there, which I appreciate.
Yeah, I like those. I also like Cookie Crisp or Coffee Crisp rather, which sometimes ends up in the UK section even though it's from Canada.
You're just reminding me that I've got shortbreads sitting in my pantry right now.
Ooh.
Can I talk about something I'm very mad about?
You may.
Yeah? Get mad.
Let's help you work through your feelings. What feelings
it.
are you having, Jordan?
I have anger against CONCACAF.
Ooh.
Listeners, if you don't know, CONCACAF stands for something, and it is the football federation that controls North America.
It is
And-
the Confederation of North, Central America, and Caribbean Association Football.
Yes.
Something.
CONCACAF.
Like I said, something.
Yes.
Now, they have a history of being very corrupt.
Yeah, like what if FIFA but North America?
Right.
Mhm.
And they've had tons of scandals. I think one of the former presidents had a penthouse for his cat in New York City.
That's
Hey,
reasonable.
Yeah, the cat probably deserved it.
And
The money is for buying Podcat a penthouse. If we were unclear on this point, I apologize, but
I
that
thought
is
this-
what the money is for.
I thought the space above the cabinetry was Podcat's penthouse.
Right, which the podcast paid for. So
Yeah, there we go.
the is a nonprofit company registered in the Bahamas.
Sure.
perfect.
Yep, we love this.
My nonprofit needs to be registered in the Bahamas for tax reasons.
And they have teams like Canada, North America, Mexico. Those are like our big ones. All the Central American countries.
North America, the country.
Yeah. A lot of Central American companies, countries. And then we have the Caribbean zone.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of places, from as big as like Jamaica and Cuba
Mm-hmm.
to as small as Montserrat.
Yes.
Montserrat has, let's see here, 4,300 people, and you're not allowed on half the island because a volcano exploded and buried their last capital.
Yeah.
Normal.
Now,
Mhm.
this all happens, and this is all well and good. Also, I gotta mention the 3 countries in South America that are part of CONCACAF.
Yes.
Sorry,
Guyana.
2 countries and a French overseas territory. Guyana,
French Guiana.
Suriname, and French Guiana.
That's right.
And it's interesting because French Guiana, Guadeloupe, and Martinique, and Saint Martin and Saint Martin are not part of FIFA,
No,
but they're allowed to be part of CONCACAF,
that's
Mhm.
correct.
which is great because they can still compete, all those things. French Guiana is also not part of FIFA. They can't be.
No.
But Greenland put in an application.
Yeah. Which, sure, if all these other places can be part of CONCACAF, Greenland should too. They are legally part of Denmark, but like mostly autonomous. Why not?
Well, and there is precedent for this. The Faroe Islands are legally part of Denmark.
Isn't a big chunk of St. Martin part of Denmark?
Yes.
I thought St. Martin was Dutch.
I thought it was divided.
Half of it's French and half of it is, hold please. They are
Kingdom of
French
the
and
Netherlands.
Dutch.
they're
Yes.
Dutch.
not
Because it's
not
St.
Danish.
Martin and Sint Maarten with 2 A's, and that's how you know it's Dutch.
An island so nice that we named it twice.
So Greenland puts in an application. They'd already been rejected by UEFA, which is the European version of this. And it was unanimously rejected by CONCACAF.
Boo.
What the flying fuck?
They're scared.
They have legitimate teams.
They're
They have a
scared.
legitimate men's team. They have a legitimate women's team. They have a legitimate futsal team. And they were told to fuck off.
Boo.
This makes me really angry. Because while I know some of the reasoning behind this, if football is the world sport like we like to say it is,
Mhm.
and the Faroe Islands are allowed to play in UEFA and they have the same status as Greenland, but CONCACAF rejected it. And this really bugs me because now it's really the only way for them to do it is because the Greenland players, if they want to play internationally, have to play for Denmark. And that sucks. They should be allowed their own team on the international stage. And
Yes.
this makes me angry.
Justice for Denmark. Or Denmark. Justice for Greenland. You heard it here, folks. First, folks.
I mean, I get it from a travel aspect, I guess.
I mean, you gotta go to Canada. Like, it's whatever. This is just,
It's a lot further.
yeah.
So
That doesn't feel like a good reason to say no to me.
no, I mean, if Greenland had to play Jamaica in a game, it's like a 15-hour flight from Nuuk to Kingston, Jamaica.
You have to fly to Denmark first, I think.
It says it has a direct. Let's see here. Hold on. See results on Google Flights. Let's see here.
Flights.google.com.
Nope.
From Nuuk.
By the way, the population of Greenland is 56,000.
Yeah.
That's way more than most of those Caribbean territories we talked about.
So I think Greenland needs to
Dan?
maybe bribe a little bit more here. I think they need to throw some more green at CONCACAF. I think.
Oh, I gotta pick a date.
When would you like to go to Nuuk?
Tomorrow.
We can leave Sunday, June 15th.
Those last minute Nuuk tickets are really going to hurt.
Yeah, it's a couple $1,000s. But you can go via one of the New York via Newark.
Oh,
You fly from Nuuk to Newark. You take a 22-hour layover in Newark, and
Okay.
then you fly from Newark to Kingston. If you're flying commercial.
Okay.
I can't imagine flying Newark.
Oh God, some of these have connections in Houston.
Oh, by the way, that's a brand new flight. It's just starting. I think you mean it started on June 14th.
Houston to Nuuk.
No, Houston,
Wait,
no, Newark to Nuuk.
Okay. It's starting in 4 days.
Yes,
Okay.
it's brand new.
Look, I mean, let them build up the infrastructure, but I think you got to let them in CONCACAF because UEFA didn't let them in. But like you got to let them
They
in.
should apply for membership in CONMEBOL and see what happens.
Yeah, just keep shop around. They're in Oceania. Fuck it. Nothing matters anymore.
I mean,
They're
yeah,
playing Tuvalu.
sure. Play New Zealand to Nuuk.
I mean, it can't be any worse than Cal being in the ACC.
True.
It's fine.
I mean, we're
Okay.
used to stupid things like this.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's fine.
New Zealand plays in
Did they
Oceania.
even
Australia plays in
say
Asia.
why they rejected them?
No reason given. The Greenland people are going to ask about it, but
Okay.
there was basically we're told to fuck straight off. It sucks, man. I'm just mad about this. Like, sorry, this is just something I'm mad about because I think that the idea that this team is going to have to play what they call non-FIFA soccer for the rest of their like the rest of just their thing sucks because like it's fun enough and they have things like the international island games and there's some non-FIFA things. Ooh, the next island games are in Orkney.
Hmm.
Here are some of your top islands that are participating in this. Åland, Alderney, Bermuda, Cayman Islands, Falkland Islands, Faroe Islands, Froya, Gibraltar, Gotland, Gozo, Greenland, Guernsey, Hitra, Isle of Man, Isle of Wight, Jersey, Minorca, Orkney, Samara, St. Helene, Sark, Shetland Islands, Western Islands, and Eansmon, which is Isle of Anglesey.
Hell yeah.
Like,
We got all the islands.
right. Anyways, that's my rant. Go Greenland. You should be allowed in. This sucks.
I just can't believe they just said no and they didn't give them a reason.
Unanimously said no. Everyone told him to fuck off.
Hell no.
Like
I mean,
42 to 0.
CONCACAF, didn't want to
CONCACAF,
nuck if you
you're
buck.
right. CONCACAF is what I'm talking about.
I mean, they didn't want to nuck if you buck.
Mm-hmm. Nuke if you book.
That's right.
What's that look, Fit Girl?
Really?
Yeah.
Nuke.
Nuke. Nuke if you book.
Listener, Pitt Girl just did the full-on angry librarian.
Mhm.
Glasses down to the nose tip.
Mm-hmm. It's useful.
Mm-hmm.
Was looking for something else, but
Yeah, Commish wouldn't know, but it is useful. I recommend it.
Does that work?
Yeah, I guess y'all can all do that at me. I haven't gotten that look yet, so that's good.
Well, with the headphones on, it makes it kind of a pain in the ass to do this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me 1 sec to check something out. I'm gonna see if
Jordan, Google something.
yeah, sorry.
Uh-oh.
Here we go. Okay, so Greenland has more people than the Faroe Islands.
Yeah, about
Yeah.
like 1,000.
And the Faroe Islands are a completely legit part of. In fact, Faroe Islands just won a game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they beat
Yay!
Gibraltar.
Yeah, I fucked up by saying that you couldn't make me pick my favorite. And then our friends over at Klaxvik were like,
Yeah.
what the fuck
Yeah,
is this?
yeah.
Yeah,
They're
no.
part of
no.
our Patreon here.
Faroe, like we do love you, Gibraltar, but Faroe Islands our favorite. Much
Oh,
less geopolitically fraught.
I would just say the Faroe Islands. I follow your Instagram account, Visit Faroe Islands. I don't follow Gibraltar's Instagram account if they have one.
They probably do.
Has
They
to
got
be.
a big rock and some monkeys.
That's about it.
Yeah.
But I mean, the Faroe Islands is. I want to go. I gotta go one day.
That is also what the money is for.
Mhm.
Yeah, send Commish to the Faroe Islands. Sure.
Oh, we're absolutely gonna go there. I gotta get a scarf.
Just do it.
Let's talk about some other silly things.
Yes.
Buc-ee's is suing a South Carolina company over armed beaver merch. Have we seen this?
So I saw this in the chat before we started recording, and the main thought that I have here is that I am a little surprised that armed Buc-ee's beaver is not something that Buc-ee's already produces.
Tactical Buc-ee.
Tactical Buc-ee, yeah.
Tactical beaver.
If I was defending Born United in this case, I think I would say that while it does bear a striking resemblance to the Buc-ee of Buc-ee's fame, the ear is not coming out of the helmet, so clearly this is a different gopher, beaver, badger, whatever that thing is.
Beaver.
Mhm.
One of the first things I ever made for Twitter back during the pandemic was an Antifa Buc-ee.
Mm-hmm.
Have you found it? There's no way
No,
you can
I
find
was
that.
trying to look for it. It's got to be buried somewhere. I have to hook up a hard drive because I've got this.
There's no way you would have posted Antifa, but Buc-ee.
Not in the Discord. I would post it on my personal account.
Antifa.
Okay.
I'm Googling Antifa Buc-ee just to see if anything comes up.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that I would have gotten sued into oblivion if I tried to make Antifa Buc-ee gear.
What comes up with the Antifa Buc-ee is the like
Bookies?
the well, no, I assume you guys have seen this flag.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I got the mini super bookies, which is the fake one in Mexico.
Oh yes, the one that got shut down as well.
Oh yes,
Yes.
Bookies. Yes, I
Bookies.
remember this.
I remember bookies, but yeah, don't mess with Buc-ee's. They're gonna come after you. But yeah,
they're super litigious.
yes,
Mhm.
big time. They got lawyers all over because they're friends with them because of all of the billboards that they buy.
I mean, I'm gonna drop some of the other things they've sued and won. There is Choke Canyon Travel Center.
Wait, they sued Choke Canyon with a gator?
Yes,
How?
and won.
Barkies?
Yep, they got
Mhm.
Barkies too.
Barkey's isn't even that close.
No.
It just
Well,
happens
it's
to
got
be
the extra
like,
E's.
it's the name. It's the way the name is spelled. The logo is really not similar.
No.
Trying to find another one. Yeah, no, they're like, if you have a smiling mascot, they do not fuck around.
Born United. Tactical Beavers.
I've never been happier that the Sickos guy looks angry.
Let's see here. I also have Super Dog, Super Fuels. Sued their asses. Oh, good. There's an article at gerbenlaw.com about Buc-ee's trademark enforcement strategies. Perfect.
For the love of God, whatever you do, don't use half circles in your design.
How about Duckies?
Oh. Oh my god, this Born United thing? Yeah, yikes. They probably gonna get sued by many other companies here, from what I can tell. Looking at this website, and I'm gonna have to clear my search history after this one. There is they have something called the Looney Goons, which is like a thing of the Looney Tunes with guns. They also have something called Tac-Man, which is Pac-Man with a helmet and a gun.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there's something else that is called Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, for the love of God.
There is also something called it just says Triggered, but it's the Winnie the Pooh Tigger with a gun. Yeah, this is I just have a
I'm
feeling
upset.
this
I'm
company's
upset. This is upsetting.
this company may be in trouble if they find out if Buc-ee's wins this case. They may be in trouble many other ways.
Yeah,
with
I mean,
Disney and whatnot.
yeah, I was gonna say, Disney owns the Winnie the Pooh characters. I not lawyers I would personally want to fuck with.
No, well, you won't mess with Buc-ee's lawyers either. But
No.
yeah, I don't recommend going to the website. I've cleared my search history. I don't want to look at that website ever again.
You know it's bad when we're saying that.
Mhm.
The mini super Buc-ee's has rebranded.
Oh,
Ooh,
I'll
what is
drop
it called now?
I'll drop it in the chat. It now looks like Dale from Chip and Dale.
With a mullet?
Yeah.
oh my god! And it is still named Mini Super Buc-ee's.
Mini super Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's.
Don't we have like an emoji for that?
Yeah, we do.
Yes.
You do.
We do.
Pitt Girl,
It's still there.
Pitt Girl, can you explain to me why a penguin threw out a ball?
Yes, yeah. So there's a penguin named Pepe who is a resident of the Brookfield Zoo in Chicago, and he got to throw out the first pitch at a White Sox game this week. Shout out to Obnoxiously Pitt Dad for alerting us to this. Delightful, delightful news. But he got to waddle out with the CEO of the Brookfield Zoo and help throw the first pitch in honor of World Ocean Day. And he's very cute. And like the player, there's a clip on the White Sox's Twitter of like players waddling around. It's very cute. We love Pepe the baseball playing penguin. He doesn't have thumbs, but he still threw out a first pitch, kind of.
How
He helped.
how was this accomplished?
He helped. He stood there while the CEO did it.
Oh,
Helping.
okay.
Helping.
That's not helping.
Helping. Look at him. He's standing there on the mount.
Helping. Seems like he's yelling at the ump. That was totally a strike.
With his wings out? Oh, yeah.
That's right.
What was the story about this zebra?
Okay. So
I've seen so many clips of this zebra on TikTok set to defying gravity, by the way.
It's so great. Please post one of those. I love the video.
I
So
will find
basically,
one.
Ed, the pet zebra, was on the loose in Tennessee for 8 days before being captured by authorities.
Define pet zebra for me.
I mean,
it's basically a horse with stripes that
it's
is
a horse with stripes, I guess.
unbreakable and difficult. So, yeah.
But
pet.
he was someone's pet? Like not zoo?
Do we have to post another map? Where can you legally own a zebra?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Where can you legally own a zebra? U.S. map.
Perfect.
Okay.
This is what we need to know.
That's right. U.S. map. It's something like the raccoon one, and then I'll post it to Instagram, and 3 weeks later, it'll definitely take off.
I did find a slideshow.
Oh,
Nevada
no.
does not require a permit or a license.
Okay.
You have to. There may be some local ordinances.
Ooh.
Wisconsin
That feels right.
does not specifically prohibit them, so it's a gray area.
Mhm.
Texas,
Yeah.
you have to get
I've actually seen zebra like around.
Ohio.
Of course.
I mean, yeah.
They may only be kept. So that's a grandfathered thing. So if you didn't have your zebra prior to 2012, I'm afraid you won't be getting one.
Mm.
Oklahoma,
That doesn't surprise me.
South Carolina.
Huh.
It's based on local ordinance. There is no state law, so you just have to find a mayor who's, willing to be complicit in your striped horse crimes. Montana. Oh, Bridget can have one.
Oh, there we go. That's what the money's for.
That is what the money's for. North
We're gonna buy
Carolina.
Bridget a zebra.
Zebra roaming the big sky country.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oregon. Puddles riding a zebra. Puddles riding a zebra.
Yes.
Now, here's the thing about Oregon. While it is a non-controlled species, the state has not issued an exotic animal permit since 2010.
Really?
Yeah, so
Lame.
saying that you now have to get a USDA license.
Oh, we're back to this problem again.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Alabama, you can have them, but it's very tightly controlled. New permits are rare, and you usually have to be either a sanctuary or an educational facility. Are we an educational facility?
We
Yes.
could be.
Arkansas,
Mm.
Ooh, it's classified as exotic hoof stock.
Exotic.
Is that like hoof stock sounds like something I'm going to make with like the spare veggies and hooves I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Idaho. So zebras in the Kibbe Dome is a possible dream that we could have. And that's it.
Okay.
I did find an ABC 27 article listing animals that are illegal in Pennsylvania or that must be permitted. So, like, you can own a skunk in Pennsylvania, but you have to have approval from the Game Commission. Zebra not listed as an illegal animal per ABC 27.
Okay.
Okay.
So, maybe Pennsylvania.
Now I'm trying to see how to re-register us as a 501c3. Hold up.
Oh, yeah, no.
We're an educational organization.
You'll learn all kinds of things with us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like where you can get zebras.
And lastly, Commish, you put together a list of 25 college football teams.
Penn Life says Pennsylvania is it's legal to own a zebra in Pennsylvania.
Hell
Yeah.
yes.
Wait, Speranza has zebras?
Wait, what?
This is an animal rescue not that far from me that evidently has a lot of animals at the animal rescue, including a camel named Sir Camelot. As of 2020, they acquired 2 zebras from northern Texas.
I
Of
have enough
course.
space here to have a zebra.
Zebras are per Penn Live. Zebras are among the list of wild animals not considered exotic in states including Pennsylvania and Texas, which allow people to own them privately, meaning that Speranza can own the animals without a license. Unlicensed zebra.
Zebra for sale near me. Found one. Oh, they are expensive.
How much?
Well, if you're okay with younger males, 7,400. If you want younger females, 8,900.
What about a gently used one?
The breeding age ones are way more expensive.
Okay, how much is that?
10,000 for females,
Okay.
8,900 for males.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Is it really 10,000 if you're going to get 8,000 for making more of them?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here we go. Most adult female zebras we sell are exposed to males and usually pregnant.
Okay.
It's a 2
So
for 1.
it's a buy one get one free deal. Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
It's
Okay.
logos.
We're operating as Zebra Xerox.
so 10,000?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's 260,234,790 Vietnamese dong for 2 zebra.
That is a lot of dong.
2 for 1.
Yeah. Well, you get your zebra and then you have your baby zebra. New zebra just dropped.
This place also will sell you a buffalo.
Oh.
I can get one of those. It's like a mile down the road.
Oh yeah, those are around.
You want a bison? I can get you a bison.
A bunch of kind of deer, an axis deer.
We're going to have to make a zebra legal map. I don't see one online.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out where this ranch is. Hold up. Sandia, Texas. Oh, it's by Corpus. Okay, I know where that is.
Oh.
Okay, we can get our zebras down there.
We're like the Finding Nemo effect for large ungulates.
Commish, you made a list of 25 college football teams. Why did you do this?
So good.
Okay.
How
So-
you were so mad at Instagram, just in your heart.
No, I love it because people are confused by this, and I kind of did this intentionally. So I'm working on the college football FA Cup, which is basically 764 teams in college football, and breaking it down to get it to fit to 256 down to 128 down to 64, 32, 16, giant bracket. And so I have a list from Bill Connolly of 764 college football teams. I threw all of those college football teams into a giant picker wheel,
Okay.
and
you.
I spun it 25 times,
Mhm.
and I came up with these teams in this graphic. Now, I kind of wanted to do like an anti-ranking thing. And I just wanted to be like, hey, this is 25 college football teams. But I put it in a format that looks like a ranking,
Yeah.
but I didn't put any numbers to it whatsoever. But this is all like randomly determined by the wheel, and I really enjoy doing this. I don't think I could do it again.
No, I think
But-
that well is dry at this point.
But
think so.
I do like this. I also like that the wheel god gave us like several of our favorites here.
It's
Mhm.
a bunch of like, it was a good roll, and then like I was mad that it gave us so many FPS teams,
Yeah.
but it was kind of good FPS teams because
Mhm.
like their fan bases are really engaged,
Mhm.
and they were just happy to be here,
Mhm.
which is good.
Yeah, because podcasting is a visual medium. Commish, maybe you should read the list.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. It's Amherst College, Northwestern State Demons, Fitchburg State, the Gettysburg College Bullets,
Woohoo!
which was great, New Mexico State, Puget Sound.
Oh, that's what that is.
Yes, I had the actual physical list below it threaded. The Arkansas Tech Wonder Boys.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Apparently, I didn't space out fully. It should be Wonder Boys, 2 words. So I've been corrected on that. It's I can't even say this name right, but it's I believe it's Erskine College Flying Fleet.
Erskine, I think, yeah.
Okay. Then I had Texas Tech, the Upper Iowa Peacocks, the Portland State Vikings, the Southeastern Oklahoma State Savage Storm.
Yes.
Oh, I like this logo a lot. It's a
What?
bison with a
too.
lightning bolt on its forehead.
Yeah, it's
Heavy
it's
into the
great.
negative space. Good logo.
You're a wizard, bison.
Yeah. Then we had the Western Illinois Leathernecks, which there was a lot of people that were just excited that Western Illinois was mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
We love Western Illinois.
We do. We love the Leathernecks. We were looking out for you, breaking that streak. The Furman Paladins, the Maine Black Bears,
Oh, yeah.
the Idaho Vandals, the Oregon State Beavers, the Washburn Ichabods,
Mm-hmm.
which is great, the Middle Tennessee State Blue Raiders, the Rhode Island Rams, the Purdue Boilermakers, I think probably my favorite one here, the New England Nor'easters.
Now,
Ooh.
be very careful. This is New England College,
Yes.
not the University of New England.
No.
People were trying to be very clear about this.
Oh, how
No,
dare
sorry.
you.
No, sorry, I'm wrong. New England College are the Pilgrims. This is the
Yes.
University of New England.
University of New England, Nor'easters.
Aha.
Aha.
Both of those sound fake to me, I'm going to be honest.
You can tell
Well, I
it's a nor'easter because the cloud is moving very fast. Look at its
That's
go
right.
fast lines.
It
Mm.
is. It is. I just both of those, like University of New England and New England College, both of those sound like a created team. Like here is a generic, not an Ivy League school for movie purposes.
Mm-hmm.
Then we had the final 3 teams were the Utah Tech Trailblazers, the Kansas State Wildcats, and then the final one is the Pace Setters.
I like that.
I
Yeah.
like that a lot, and I do like that the mascot is like an Irish setter.
Yes,
Like it's very good.
it is good. It was a lot of fun to do something like this, which I you have a wheel of
Yeah,
700
really, you're gonna spin
teams.
it. You're gonna spin it.
I'm gonna fucking spin it.
You're gonna fucking spin it.
And I spin it, and I had a way to make it look like a top 25, where I was just like, hey man, this is 25 college football teams, and I love some of the comments. I read some of the comments on Instagram. It's like some of the Instagrams, which is just like is fantastic. Like people were happy. That's like, hey, my dad went to Idaho, and hey, cool, Upper Idaho. Like Upper
People
Iowa.
are just happy to see their school.
Yeah. And then someone's like, it's a great day to follow Sickos Committee. I'm like, yes. It's
Every
like,
day
and
is a
then-
great day to follow Sickos Committee.
True. And somebody's like, my dad played 1 week of football at Upper Iowa. My varsity coach went there too. And then somebody was like, was having a bad day, but then I saw Arkansas Tech being mentioned. What a save.
Oh,
So-
speaking of Arkansas Tech real fast, they are the
Yeah.
Wonder Boys. What are their women's team called?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Are they the Wonder Ladies?
No,
Wonder Girls? Oh, please don't be the Wonder Boys.
no, they're the Golden Sons.
What?
Sure.
Yeah, right.
Oh, Mr. Sun.
Also, I have put a picture of Pace's mascot in the chat. His name is T-Bone.
Oh, he's adorable.
There may also be like an actual dog. Unclear.
So like we had people really confused. It was like, what the heck does this mean? I'm like, these are just 25 college football teams.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just, and then, people couldn't take it at face value that it was just 25 college football teams. Like, people were worried that the Sickos committee was just mentioning, like, what did they do now? What did my team do
Right.
to get on this list? What did, like, it was just confusing. I'm like, it's just, the fun part was like, why are you here? And I'm just like, what's going on here? And I'm just like, they play college football. Like, yeah. Oh my God, Arthur's here. He just popped in.
Just
And
as
it's
we're,
here.
Shock Pikachu fit.
so we're about to be done.
This is about to be done.
course.
And like Arthur's like, here.
Is there anything else for the good of the order, folks? I don't think so.
No, I don't think anymore.
Which means
Does
I'm gonna.
Arthur have anything to say?
I don't think
Arthur?
so.
Oh, that was very interesting, Arthur. Thank you.
Yeah, it was really great.
Here's how we're gonna
Is his
send it.
mic not set up?
Here's how we're gonna send it out real fast because Beth didn't get a chance to see this earlier.
Oh,
To be a mastodon, you have to be strong. You have right, eat right, gotta pump to this